Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and the creator of 3 Day Weekend System and Coaching. And I do these lives each and every week for a couple of reasons. One of them is for you to be able to shift your perspective, if you will, of your business and turn that into your competitive edge. And the next reason is for you to be able to take one small action item away each and every week and implement it into your business. It doesn't take these big major shifts to have a positive impact. It can take small shifts, which can cause a ripple effect, and really make an impact on your business. So the question that I get asked most often is, Marianne, who do you work with? And I primarily work with business owners who are in the automotive space and the skilled trades. These are people that I really admire and respect. And many of them have reached milestones in their business, whether it's a sales goal that they achieved, or then now they have a team, or it could be a profit margin that they were looking for, and now they have it number of different milestones that they've reached in their business. But now what they're really looking for, the common thing that they're all striving for, is they want to have a life back. And that's where I come in and I can help them with it. They want to get rid of what I call owner overload. And I walk them through that. So for today's topic, I decided to do something that was really timely this time of year because it is conference season for a lot of people that are in the industry, and there are lots of conferences to choose from and attend. So I decided that I was going to share with you my 10 pro tips to 10x conference value. And I'm going to share with you lessons that I learned the hard way as well. So it is conference season, and many owners are getting ready for it. There's a lot that you can do to really make the most out of an industry conference for the best ROI. And we all know that ROI is return on investment. But I want you to consider something else. You want to also do this for the best ROE, which is return on effort, because it does take a lot of effort. So this way, by focusing on both of those, you can really 10x when you have a look at both. So after all, it does take more than investing financially in yourself, in your team to improve your business. It takes effort to make these changes and make these changes stick after you come back. So many who attend, what they do is they go back to work and immediately get caught up in the day to day. And they really didn't allow themselves time to take action on what they learn. So knowledge isn't where the power is. That's not where it lies. Knowledge opens up your mind to a new way. You're like, oh, I didn't look at that, or I didn't consider that before. I didn't see it that way. Implementing that knowledge is where the power is. So I'm telling you that I speak from experience. And if you find this valuable, whether you're on the live or you're on the replay, share it with another business owner, an industry peer that you think, it could help. So I'm really speaking here from experience when I say this, because when I attended my first automotive conference, I have to tell you that it was so much information that was coming at me. I felt like it was a fire hose. And when I got back to work, there was basically no time. And I kept putting these changes that I wanted to make off, and nothing new got done. Basically, that's what happened. Before you know it, it was time to register for next year's conference. And when I saw the registration coming out, that was it. I made a promise to myself that this will not happen again. And I want to share what I learned and what I did over the years to 10x the value of conferences and training. So here are my 10 pro tips. And I broke them down into 3 different sections. So the first are pre-conference tips. What we need to do is go to a conference with a growth mindset. We have to have the idea that we're going to go with the flow. There are always takeaways and lessons learned that can be applied personally and professionally. And when you do this, this really helps you navigate through challenges as well. So you're going to go to a conference and you're going to be, doing a lot of different things, meeting a lot of different people. There may be things that go wrong. There may be things, before you get there. There may be things there at the actual conference that went wrong, technology, all these different things. If you have a growth mindset, you're going to go with the flow and you're going to be like, you know what? We've got this. So you're going to really have that growth mindset. The next thing is plan. And now this is how you plan. You sit there and you say, how will attending this conference help your business, you personally, or even your team? So when you think about it, what you want to find out and what you want to look up is who's attending. Do you know anyone in the industry peers that are attending that conference or have attended that conference? Reach out to them. Who's speaking? Look at the schedule and see who's speaking and what topics they're speaking on. What suppliers and vendors will be there? Are they suppliers and vendors that you use? Sometimes we talk to reps, but we haven't actually met some of the people that we talk to. What training is best for your stage of business? So there's some planning involved. Next, on the pre-conference tips is travel light. You may be bringing books, manuals, or trade show swag home. So be prepared for weather changes because you traveling to an area that you don't live in. So be prepared for that. Wear comfortable shoes. There's usually a lot of walking at conferences. And remember that life is an adventure. That's what you're doing. You're going on an adventure. You're going to take it all in. So when you're at the conference, I have tips for that as well. Network, meet up with friends, but also sit with someone new, someone that you've never met before. Learn from them and share what you've learned. Keep options open to an accountability partner or buddy after the conference is over. Get people's contact information and make notes. So this way you're going there with actually a goal, with a mission that you are going to network and you're going to meet people. Be respectful while you're there. Be respectful of the sponsors, the association, the speakers who are all there for you. Visit the trade show, thank the vendors, and give constructive feedback to support them. If you're having an issue with a vendor, say, here's a challenge that I'm having, and I would really like to talk to you, after the event. Here's what I really like about your services. I think it's great. And here's what I think maybe we could, I can give you some more feedback on, and do it in a very supportive way. Vendor suppliers want to know these things. Take pictures while you're there. Force yourself to do it if you're not in the habit of doing this. Take more than you think you need. and here's, you want to take pictures of your team, take pictures with your vendors, suppliers, industry peers, at events, at dinner, and share them on your blog, social media, in a newsletter. Let your customers and community know your business keeps updated and stays current. This positions you as a professional in your industry, which leads to my next tip, which is be professional. When you're at an event, you are representing your business all the time, at all times that you're there. Be on your best behavior. Don't put yourself in a position or a situation to make you, your team, or your business look bad. Make wise choices. You're away from your business, but you're still working. And now I have some tips for post conference. Debrief. This is huge. And this is what I didn't do when I attended my first conference. That's why almost a year went by before I was able to even think about implementing anything. So, debrief, schedule time to discuss your takeaways and plan of action to hit the ground running when you return. So, make this part of your conference planning, right? Debrief it and meet up at dinner after the conference with a business partner, a team, or if you're doing this on your own, you do it while you're having dinner, while you're at the airport, whatever it is, take some time to make some notes. Accountability. Reach out and follow up with your connections that you made at the conference. Think about an accountability partner. Ask people if they would like an accountability partner, if that would help them, and agree on a regularly scheduled meeting time. It is a game changer. And I'm going to tell you, most people don't do this. Track the changes that you're making. Check in 30, 60, 90 days later, those changes that you made, find out what worked, what didn't work, and review what you learned, and then make adjustments. So I have to be really transparent here. I didn't come up with all of these tips the first time I attended the conference. Remember, I told you it was like a fire hose of information. It took years and many lessons learned. But the breakdown for pre, during, and after the conference is valuable so that you stay focused. You're not thinking about everything, you're just focusing on the things that you need to do at that time. So many owners, what I found is they don't see the value of training or conferences because they don't look beyond the event itself. They only see the knowledge, which they think they can research, they can find online, which frankly is very, very time consuming. The real value is being around like minded people who want to grow personally and professionally, sharing ways together to apply that knowledge is absolutely priceless. So, I want to share with you a pro thinking tip. Be willing to learn and share. If you're going to an event on someone else's dime, so think about it, you may be a team member and your boss is paying. Understand that someone believes you are worth investing in. Make them proud that they sent you. The knowledge you gain is yours to use forever. Applying it is up to you, and it can be your competitive advantage. So that's it for this week's Business Leadership in 15 minutes. If you watch us on the replay or you're live, whichever, you find it valuable, share it with another business owner that it can help, and have an enjoyable week.